Friends, do you want to travel from Leh to Pangong Lake by bus and need to know more details like timings and fare about these bus services? Solo travel is getting popular with each passing day to the places like Ladakh or Spiti Valley, and a lot of budget solo travelers inquire about Leh to Pangong Lake bus service so that they can travel up there. In the last video, I explained all about how to travel from Leh to Nubra Valley using public transport, and if you have not checked that video out yet, I will highly recommend that you check that video out first if Nubra Valley is in your Ladakh trip plan. Today in this Express FAQ series on traveling to Ladakh, I'll explain all about how you can travel from Leh to Pangong Lake using bus services and save some money up there. So let's get started. Hello friends, if you are new to my channel, my name is Dheeraj and I help people in planning memorable trips to the Himalayas. Well, there are two buses that run from Leh to Pangong Lake every Saturday and Sunday of the week. Hence, you can only plan your trip from Leh to Pangong So by bus on these days of the week only. These buses leave at 6:30 am on these days from Leh bus stand. The bus from Pangong So to Leh leaves on Sunday and Monday of every week. It is the same bus that comes from Leh to Pangong So on the previous days, and hence it leaves on the next day. The timings of this bus from Pangong to Leh is 6:30 am on these days, and it starts from Spangmik village at Pangong Lake. So plan your trip to Pangong So Lake on these days only in case you are interested in traveling by bus from Leh. One thing that you should notice that Leh to Pangong So bus may not say Pangong So Lake on it, but it may have a name of a nearby village like Spangmik, Mirak or Chusul. Lukung village is the first village at Pangong Lake, and then 16 kilometers ahead of it comes Spangmik village, and then Man, Mirak and Chusul villages lies much ahead of Spangmik village. You will have to get down at Spangmik as most camps and stay options at Pangong Lake are available at Spangmik village only. Now talking about the booking in the bus fare, it is always better to buy the ticket of this bus from Leh to Pangong Lake in the prior evening itself from Leh bus stand. This booking will help you ensure that you are boarded next morning on the bus. Now friends, in addition to this cost of public transport, you can easily get a homestay or a dormitory tent at Pangong Lake for about rupees 400 to 500 per person, and the cost of 2 meals will come out to be rupees 150 to 200 on this day. Hence, the 2-day budget trip from Leh to Pangong So by using public transport will only cost you about rupees 800 to 1000 in total with transport, food and stay cost. Now apart from these two weekly JKSRT buses that run between Leh and Pangong Lake, there are other buses that run from Leh bus stand to nearby villages like Tangse, Durbuk, Pobrang, Mirak, Chusul and Saga etc. If the direct buses to Pangong Lake from Leh are not matching your schedule, you can also travel to Pangong Lake by using these buses and either get off at Pangong Lake or travel further to Pangong Lake from these villages by hitchhiking. Sometimes you may also find locally shared jeeps traveling to Pangong So from these nearby villages, example Tangse and Chusul. And finally, if nothing works out for you in these nearby villages, then you have an option to ask some villagers to drop you at Pangong Lake in his or her private car or vehicle and charge a fare for it. You can surely find someone at these villages who have a camper or a pickup truck that you can hire and get dropped at the nearby shores of Pangong Lake. Now let us look at the details of the buses to these nearby villages one by one. Firstly, I'll talk about Leh to Chusul bus service. Chusul is 50 kilometers from Pangong Lake and is a quaint little village where you can easily see the mountains of China. Just before Chusul village, Pangong So turns into China. There are two buses from Leh to Chusul. First one starts from Leh bus stand at 6:30 am every Wednesday. Bus fare from Leh to Chusul is about rupees 394. This bus takes Erath Harung route, so you can get down at Tangse village and carry on your journey to Lukung or Spangmik villages at Pangong Lake, as I have already recommended earlier in this video. Tangse is just about 34 kilometers from Pangong Lake. The other bus travel to Chusul from Leh at 6:30 am every Sunday. Bus fare from Leh to Chusul for this bus is rupees 406. It is the same direct bus that travels from Leh to Pangong So on Sunday, but you get down at Spangmik village. Now let us talk about Leh to Pobrang bus service. Pobrang is just 15 kilometers from Lukung, the starting village of Pangong Lake. The bus from Leh to Pobrang starts at 7 am every Saturday, so you have two options to travel to Pangong Lake on Saturday, other being the 6:30 am direct bus that I have already talked about. Now let us talk about Leh to Tangse bus service. The bus is running from Leh to Pobrang, Spangmik and Chusul on Saturday, Sunday and Wednesday respectively. All go to Tangse village. The only bus that matters to you is the one going to Chusul from Tangse on Wednesday, where you can get down at Tangse and carry on the rest of the journey to Pangong Lake by hitchhiking or help from the villagers. The one-way bus fare up to Tangseo from Leh is about rupees 186. Now let us talk about some of the frequently asked questions on my travel blog about traveling to Pangong Tso from Leh using public transport. First one, is there any other way to travel to Pangong Lake from Leh if I miss the bus? Well, as you can see that the buses to Pangong from Leh only run on Saturday, Sunday and Wednesday, so on all other days you will have the option to travel by using shared tourist taxis only. You will have to find either a group looking to share the cost of a taxi or a travel agent and book a seat in their shared taxi tours. There are lots of flyers that people put on cafes, dine-in restaurants, travel agent desks and whiteboards wanting to share the taxi cost for different trips within Ladakh. Secondly, how much time will the bus take to reach Pangong Lake from Leh? Well, Pangong Lake is about 170 kilometers from Leh and this bus journey will take about 8 hours to reach Pangong Lake from Leh over Changla Pass. Question number 3. Can I do pre-bookings for Leh to Pangong bus service? Unfortunately, there is no pre-booking option available for this bus service. These are ordinary buses run by state JKSRTC department. You may book the ticket one evening in advance at the ticket counter in Leh or Pangong Lake. Question number 4. Is it possible to book Pangong Leh bus online? Well, like I previously said, no, there is no online booking facility available to purchase tickets of this bus service. Question number 5. Is the journey in this bus service comfortable enough? Well, these are ordinary JKSRTC buses with no deluxe comfort, hence do not expect much and try to travel like a local. Some local travel agents do run tempo travelers, but then you are looking for a shared tourist taxi or tempo traveler which costs higher than the standard buses or public transport. You will find such options in plenty in Leh main market or Changspa Road, as I have already mentioned in question number 1. And finally, question number 6. Do these JKSRTC buses from Leh to Pangong Tso stop for any sightseeing on this route? Well, these buses do not stop for any sightseeing on the route to Pangong Tso, hence you will not be able to click photos whenever you like. The bus will not stop for you as you wish. You can always try to grab a left side window seat on Leh to Pangong bus to capture some basic photos from moving bus and enjoy the journey. The views will keep on changing from left to right, but overall the left-handed side will offer you the most scenic views and of course the first sight of the lake as well. Please note that the bus will make a stop at the cafeteria at Changla Pass briefly for about 20 minutes for a tea break. You can grab a soup or a tea and quickly take some photos on the 10th highest motorable road in the world. So friends, this was all about how to travel to Pangong Leh from Leh using public transport. You can always refer to the complete Leh Ladakh bus schedule or bus timetable on my travel blog to check the timings of the bus leaving from Leh. I have shared the link in the description of this video. In the next video, I'll talk about how to travel from Leh to Somori Lake by bus or public transport or Leh to Hanle using public transport. So stay tuned my friends and I'll see you in my next video. Now in the end, if you found this video helpful, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And in case if you need any help or have any questions on your upcoming trip to the Himalayas, please feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll be more than happy to help you out right away. Till then my friends, Jule and please keep our Himalayas clean.